Aloha, Dog Chapman back here with Agents of Recovery. Yay! So we go straight into the meat. So I have a friend here, a good friend of mine.
Good friend.
Who is a counselor inside the rehab. So we want to know, like, do they have doors that have handles on them that really don't open? Where's the cameras at? Are they in the bathroom or the kitchen? Where's the blind spots in the rehab at? Mm-hmm. So introduce yourself, brother.
Hello, my name is Daniel Celmer. I am the co-founder of YSC Recovery, here chatting with Dog.
So what is co-founder? Tell me what is your position there? Who's ahead over your head?
So over my head would be Dana. So Dana and I came together collectively and just, we had the same vision and we just created YSC.
So Dana, I just talked to a while ago, said, I'm going to bring the guy in that, threw me the lifeline. Mm-hmm. Like when you're drowning in a boat, those little round donuts, and the guy throws it out there and saves you. That's what you did to Dana.
Yes, sir.
So, please, brother, or not, it makes you feel old. Brother or dog. So you threw the lifeline out to him. You mm-hmm. reeled him in. How many times did it take before he stopped the crap? With you?
With me personally, it was a tough love kind of situation with Dana. So I had seen him two previous times. And he came in and, there wasn't a lot of willingness. There was a lot of, talking, but not, action behind it.
Right.
And so honestly, the third time that we met, I kind of really gave him like a tough love perspective. Like, I love you, I'm here for you, but I just, like, show me. Don't tell me anymore.
Straighten up or ship out. Right.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. Which he was very receptive to.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, see, do you see? So you've seen the guy before and after. You see the complete differences in the guys that are doing it. And again, the reason we're doing this is right now in America, drug rehabs have become legal. Mm-hmm. Or have you noticed a difference, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, throw them, lock the door and throw away the key. That's not happening anymore.
Ooh.
So drug addicts or addicted to different things now have a remedy or an antidote, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's why we're doing this, because a lot of people I know in my world want help and want to get off. I haven't had for many, many years a junkie call me and say, Dog, I could get some good heroin? They're usually like, Dog, I want to get off of this. Where can I go? Where can I go where they won't rat on me, they won't,
mm-hmm.
put it on TMZ,
mm-hmm.
or they won't fire me or get rid of me. So I've done my own investigation, and I'm one of the top in the country doing this. I do the investigation behind the investigation. And that's why I picked you guys to be able to send my people one of the rehabs. So we straightened that out. So Dana works on the outside, books them in, comes and checks them out, mm-hmm. walks around. You're on the inside of the house, the inside of the thing. It's a 90-day program, correct?
Yes, ideally.
So, besides Dana, you have another client that you can think of do you always know in your heart this guy's going to make it? Or do you know, like when I write a bail bond, right? So I'm interviewing the person I got out of jail, mm-hmm. right? One-on-one. And I start talking to him, and spend maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and then I go to tell one of the secretaries, get a picture of him, mm-hmm. have him fill out every single piece of paper, he's running. 98% of the time,
you're right.
They run. So you, in your world, the same way. Have you ever met anyone that did not make it? And you knew right in the beginning? Do you waste time on the guy? Tell me that. When you meet a guy and you're like, oh, this fuck, all right.
Yeah,
he's never going to make it.
I mean, staying along, as we progress in this industry, and, a lot of people do become very jaded.
What does that mean?
You see the successes, or the people who do run. Statistically speaking, it's recovery is very difficult. So
Okay.
you know, you're going to see a lot of repeat people coming in,
Right.
and you know, a lot of them are just, they're broken, they're scared, they're feared up, and you know, they see how much is in front of them, and it's very overwhelming.
Right.
So that's the typical person that you're going to be dealing with. It's very rare you find someone who's, oh, I'm ready to do this and I'm ready to change everything.
Really?
I mean, have you seen it? Yeah, absolutely. But the majority of them are very feared up and scared.
Well, see, I get them when they're, you know, I put them in custody. Some are high.
Mm-hmm.
But once I start talking to them, they're like, yeah, I want to go right now. I think because they know I'll beat their ass if they start acting sterile.
Yeah, we can't do that.
No, I think a little bit of physical, but I can't. A little bit of physical threats has always helped me. It's terrible, ain't it? That has always helped me do everything, except for with my honey Francie. But, so you're interviewing a guy, you don't know if he's going to make it or not. You take him inside. And then, what's the first day like? Hi, this is Larry. He's a crackhead. Tell them all you're a crackhead, Larry. That's what we think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how you see that? Like AAA, God bless them, they're successful. The Bible says that the most hard to control member of the body is not what us men think it is.
I see what you did there.
The Bible says it's the tongue. So when you go in there, and I used to not like this, my mother would say, you don't have a cold, you have symptoms of a cold. I live this my life. So when you go in there and go, hi, my name is Don and I'm an alcoholic. Ooh, I hate to hear that because you're labeling yourself, you're becoming that. My name's Don and I'm an ex-alcoholic, or my name's Don, I used to like. My name's Don and I used to like to drink a lot. I like that more, okay? So the guy comes in, you introduce him to the rest of the family that's there, or what?
So our approach is the culture is very important. So most of the guys...
You mean tribal culture?
Well, culture, just the atmosphere of the house and how we operate. So the people who come in, like I said, they're used to you know, coming into a treatment type setting where it's very, you know, lock and key, very, you know, look down. I mean, I know I'm going to be preached to and told this and that I messed up. So we have kind of a different approach. It's you know, we want to have that family atmosphere, and they already have a strong context and narrative of how they think things are going to go.
Right.
And so we want to right off the bat challenge that.
So do you get a lot of, it sounds to me like you get a lot of people that have been somewhere else before.
Absolutely. The majority. Absolutely.
That's kind of good.
I
was thinking I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's good and bad because a lot of them, through their experience, if they haven't been successful, they're already building a case of why this isn't going to work, why I shouldn't listen to you, why I shouldn't do this. And again, here comes the fear. So, you know, we're dealing with that. So providing that challenge to the context is like, you know, ultimately a lot of us are outcasts, you know. We're black sheep to the family. We're like the screw ups. So, you know, to come in collectively, and A talks about this thing called common peril, and you know, to sit down with another man or a brother that you know is speaking your lingo, is open, and you know, kind of some self-disclosure things. It's a powerful experience to know that you're not alone, or that you haven't, you know, that
you're not the only one been through this.
You're not the only one that's been through that.
In my world, thank God, I can say it's, you know, a lot right now in the last few years is Hollywood. You would not believe, I won't say some of the names out loud, how many men and women that you might know because you watch TMZ or you might Google or see have been in rehabs.
Absolutely.
And have come out and they're okay. They made it. I think a couple of the girls right now, a singer and another girl, I don't want to mention their names again, Lindsay Lohan, but they're in and then they come out of it and they're fine. You know, one of them now is Hapai, means pregnant. So, and she's quit drugs. But so it's not, it used to be 1 out of 10,000. Now it's not. The odds are way high. And because of, used to you could only buy dope on a certain street in America. Now Dr. Feelgood, especially girls, Feelgood, get it, will order you a prescription of anything you want. It wasn't like that. years ago, you had to have money, go meet the dealer, get burned once, and then go back to him and go, listen, please give me real stuff. Nowadays, you get it from the horse's mouth, which is the doctor. Again, they're all Dr. Feelgoods. Do you have a lot of those Dr. Feelgood prescription guys that come in also, or you just want the junkies that are buying from?
We love like the quote unquote, puddle water junkies.
What's it called?
A puddle water junkie.
Puddle water?
Yeah, that's like the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
The extremely hopeless.
Oh, really?
We do love those because Dan and I have both been there, so it's easy relating to them.
Right.
But the majority of people all started there. I'd say I'd say maybe 80% of them had started with the prescription medications.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the doctor quit feeling good and quit giving him a prescription. Or he's afraid now with the laws that he's going to get caught writing, Lucy, 60 Oxycontin pills in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Oxycontin.
Well, that's what usually, they're doing. See, I went to, I had a surgery, right when Michael Jackson died. And the doctor that I'm saying this about has passed away now, so I'm going to say. So I had 40 stitches in my back. I had this thing, right, that usually young guys get from football and basketball. I kick in a lot of doors. So that's where they thought I got it. So they went in through my back, 40 stitches, blah, blah, blah. So this is incredible. So I get out, and everybody tells me, you're a celebrity, dog. They ain't going to give you nothing.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, oh, God, because Michael just died, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I'll take Tylenol. So I got out. He gave me Oxycontin. And he goes, now, these stitches, I couldn't walk. It hurt. And I'm hep to Oxycontin and all that, right? So they give it to me. So my Beth's in heaven, so Beth tells me on the third day. I'm watching my watch, it's dinging every 4 hours. Yeah. Well, every 4 hours, if I didn't take it a half hour before the 4 hours, the pain started. So I waited. If I took it 3.5 hours, I took the pill. You're a half hour too early. I go, yeah, but I don't want the pain to start. It takes a half hour to get rid of it.
So let's just do it now.
Yeah, she's like, okay. So
I get it.
The 5th day, it still hurts bad, half as bad. She tells me again, you are popping them every 4 hours. Beth, you like 40 stitches? It hurts.
Easy justification.
She tells me on the 5th day, you want your pills, junkie?
Ooh.
What? Yeah, you're turning into a junkie. And those people you put in jail, how you preach to them on the sidewalk, look at you. You want one junkie? No. So I go this 800 milligram ibuprofens, right? There's no dope in that, right? That's for pain.
That's just pain.
I take 2 of them. Boom, boom. I leave the pill up on, I'm still in bed. I can barely walk. I leave the pill on my dresser. So she walks in and sees it. I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of working. Oh, God, please, Jesus, take this pain away. I'm going to take 1 more ibuprofen. Boom. I take 3 800 milligrams ibuprofen, right? All of a sudden, oh, I can breathe. Oh, my God, okay. Next day, she puts 2 pills, comes in 4 hours. You didn't take that. I go, no. She goes, well, take both these together. It'll last 8 hours. She laughs, right? She was certified drug and alcohol counselor. That night, I don't take them. She goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm busting down 3 ibuprofens. It's going to make you, giving you an ulcer, it's going to get you. Really? She said. Yeah. I go, put those back in the jar.
It worked.
It worked. Now, let me tell you the end of the story. So, my doctor, bruh. This is my friend. So 12 days goes by. They said, come on in, dog. So I'm all proud, right? So I walk into the doctor's office and I have this thing full of Oxycontin. I got him in my pocket. I walk in, he goes, so how you doing? I go, much better. Look at my back. The stitches are healing, blah, blah. He's like, okay, we're going to give you another prescription. And I go, okay. And he goes, okay, we're going to give you this prescription of what we call methadone. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dog, it's been 12 days since you've been taking the Oxycontin, and you know there's an addiction to those, so we're going to wean you off. And so I pull the, and we'll stop at that. Let me go back. Methadone is what they give heroin addicts to replace heroin. Same stuff.
Same stuff.
Same exact. What is that helping anybody? They try to wean you off. So I take the pills out and I have them and I set them down by him and I go, I stopped on the 4th day. Why'd you stop? Because Beck called me a junkie. Oh, you're not a junkie, dog. You know, pain is pain. Blah, blah, blah. I go, thank you, doc. So what did you do? I said, I took 3 ibuprofen. Oh, that'll give you ulcers. Yeah. And you can't, blah, blah, blah. I go, well, I'm down to 2 now. Okay, stay on the ibuprofen then, and I think you're okay, dog. Those stitches will rot out. And so would my liver if I'd have stayed on the crap you want. So in other words, the bottom line of that story was Michael Jackson, Dog Chapman. Michael's a huge celebrity. Dog's a wannabe celebrity. But I was afraid they couldn't give me no pills because they were killing celebrities. They gave me anything I wanted. So if I was a female in there and went in to change my shirt in front of the doctor, Dr. Feelgood going to write you every prescription she needs. So you're getting a lot of those in right now, am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
Not females with shirts
like
off,
I said,
but with guys that...
The majority of them start that way. That's a very typical story. Very typical story.
The kind said that you go 90 days, that's enough time to be able to flip them? Because you're spinning their life.
Yeah.
You're spinning their soul. You're flipping their emotions. Your guys are professional drug addict flippers.
Absolutely.
That's really cool because what makes them crack or smoke the crack is what's going to make them stop it. So you're flipping their personalities and flip. Here's what it's like. It's not like this, but I arrested a couple guys once that were Sung Young Moon's people. You guys are young. You remember who's that? Okay. He was a cult. Okay, do you know who Jim Jones is? Where they drank and got up all that juice? Cult guys. That I had a friend from Hawaii that went there and drank the Kool-Aid and died. Now he wasn't like in my car, friend, but I knew the guy from Kona, Hawaii. A lot of Hawaiians were there. So this nut is a pastor with the horns on, and he makes everybody commit suicide together. Blah blah blah. Brainwashed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And to get them out of the cult, you had to bring them back to reality. Now, would you agree that no one's mental health but you guys? The only rehabs, you and your brother, you and your boss, I've seen that consider that rehab mental health. Why? 85% of the people that have done drugs, something happened to them. And they were brainwashed. Whether it's watching a TV show, oh, is that how he made it? Whether the guy next door said, listen, you want to try some of this shit? You'll forget everything bad.
Absolutely.
So a lot of rehabs just come in, eat good, piss in the cup, eat good, piss in the cup, no sex, piss in the cup, eat good, piss in the cup. See you later, Gator, when your head's on straighter. And you're like, that's caca.
Yes.
Yeah, for $11,000 a month, I want my money back. So you guys' rehabilitation center, I wish we could think of a new name besides rehab. That's kind of old. But your center for recovery goes into the mental health of what made you do this. I talked to a guy yesterday. No matter who you are, except for the guy that never dialed the wrong number, he never jaywalked, he never called nobody a mother effer. His name was Jesus. Now, the rest of all of us are sinners, so we're, caca. So, no matter who you are, besides Jesus, let me get that straight through, there is a situation that can make us all do dope.
Yes.
Am I right? So when you get into that situation, and here's what you teach. Here's the tunnel. As you're driving your car to the tunnel, turn your lights on. They got a tunnel. And it's disease, death, destruction, depression. As you guys in your rehab recognize that guy or girl is heading towards the tunnel, and you grab him and say, "Brother, turn your lights on.
Let's go.
Let's go together through the tunnel." Is that amazing?
That is absolutely
And that's
amazing.
why most of these rehabs don't have that. You guys do. That's why now, am I getting paid per guy? Nope. Am I? I ain't doing this free because the kind paid for my motel room. Am I getting every guy that signs up? Do I get a check from you for $19.95 or $2,000 or $4,000 or $15 at
No,
all?
sir.
A dime?
No, brother.
Do you got my bank account or any kind of email for me?
No.
I'll give you my email later, not my bank
I
account.
wish I kind of did though.
So
I'll take
you,
it.
so you have to say it's a paid endorsement, and it is because you're buying me dinner and da, 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 da. But I'm not making cash a bunch of bucks. We're done with all that shit. We're done. America's done with making money off of people that have. We can make more money dealing dope. Is that right? Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. Some states now, me and you go slinging, and we'd be slinging dope on the corner, make more money when it's not illegal. Utah, they call it Speed Mountain. The city made methamphetamine legal. Bunch of freaks. I mean, you talk about chainsaw massacre freaks that live in that city. Oh my God, it's terrible.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, no, it's like those
Yeah.
guys are all tweaked out. You're like, oh my God.
I've been there.
what is
I've
it?
been there.
It's like, and then the junkies are the zombies, right? But I like them. I'm like, oh my God, it's in Utah today, this day. It's Speed Mountain. All right, so we'll send him your way. We'll catch him, hook him, and you fix him.
Absolutely.
All right, love you, brother. Thank
Love
you,
you, brother.
Thank you, brother.